extraterrestrial? I don't know. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And today is a video I've kind of wanted to do for a while, but I've been putting it off for some reason. I think because I feel like it's going to take a long time and it's going to be a bit of a chew. I'm not going to say like I've been feeling lazy the past few months or anything.
You lazy bitch.
But I just feel like it's going to be a bit of a chew, and also if I don't do it right, it's going to just, it's just going to be just wrong. Like instantly, insanely wrong. There's no coming back if I don't do this properly. So I need to switch on and not be me. But today I wanted to try and create a pixel piece of art using wood blocks. So the picture I'm trying to recreate is obviously this mushroom from Super Mario. I think we're very, very familiar with it. I just found this image on Google and printed it off. I didn't make it myself.
You lazy bitch.
I've got some wooden blocks. In fact, I've got this many wooden blocks. And I have done some calculations and I'm pretty sure I have enough. So let's get into it because I've got so much painting to do. I have to paint over 200 blocks. So I don't know how long that's going to take us. So come on. Chop chop. Okay, so if I've done my maths right, and when I say maths I mean simple addition, I've worked it out here, and technically to create this I need 60 black blocks, 54 red blocks, and 94 white blocks. But I think I'm going to do 10 additional ones of each colour just in case I've made a mistake, because I know what I'm like.
You twat.
Right, I think we'll start with the red first. Also, I don't know whether it's going to show up on camera, but I've been picking at my face. Okay, again, I know. So if I've got like a bit of a bloody gammy face, it's because I've been proper going for it. Literally just before I started recording too. I knew I shouldn't have, but as soon as I start I can't stop.
You Pringles!
You know when you fight in your face, proper fight in your face, and you know you're making it really bad and you should really, really stop, but in your brain you just can't stop until, I don't know, you've raked half your face off. That's what I've just had, okay? I couldn't resist, I couldn't stop myself, it was just an urge and I couldn't fight it. So if I've got bloody scabby face, that's why. Anyway, let's get some painting done. Also, I bought these little sponge paint brushes. I thought they would be better at getting like a nice smooth finish on this acrylic paint. But I do have paintbrushes in case they end up being shit. I'm pretty sure there's 50 in a bag, so we'll start off with the red ones. This also can't take us all day because I've got work tomorrow and I need sleep.
I'm exhausted.
And it's already the afternoon. So yeah, I feel like this is the kind of thing where I don't know whether it's going to take us absolutely ages or whether it's going to be just like a quick thing. I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. Oh, these little sponge brushes are cute. Oh, this is perfect. I think I'll have to do 3 sides and then come back and paint the other sides because like I can't maneuver my fingers around enough. But that'll be alright. So I'll do 3 sides today and then maybe 3 sides another day. And also it is 2:30 in the afternoon. Let's see how long this actually takes us. I'm hoping to be done by, don't know, what time do I want to be done by? No later than 5. 5 o'clock would be acceptable. Any later than 5 and I'm going to be, well, I'm just going to be kind of edging into bedtime because I'm an old man who needs his sleep. Right, I'll speed through these red ones and then we'll reassess the situation once I'm done. Okay, so I've finally finished with the red, and that's taken me just over half an hour. So not too long actually, not as bad as I thought. Obviously they need another coat to cover the other sides, so that's like another half an hour on top, but that's a future end problem. And now it's time for black, and I'm going to need 60 of them, and I've done 60 red, but add an extra 10, so I'm going to want 70 black.
MIT Mathematics, how may I direct your call?
Also, I'm just wondering as well, I don't know why I do it. I have random tubes of paint, which are exactly the same colour, which are different levels of empty and full. I don't know why I open one, use one, and then open a different one and use that one, and buy a new one when I've got more. I just don't know why I do it for.
She is a fat
I'm going to try and use up some of these scratchy empty bottles. Black paint, here we come. At least I can see something other than red. I've just got a wall of red blocks in front of us, and I felt like I started to go a bit blind. Until I've had this paint a while. It's very thick. It wouldn't surprise us if this paint's 10-year-old. It really wouldn't. Alright, well, back to painting. I'm going to whack some tunes on. If you're wondering who I'm listening to, I'm listening to Electric Fields, mainly because of their Eurovision entry this year, which I absolutely love. And it better qualify because they're definitely getting my vote. I want them to win. Australia, I feel, recently, have been chucking out some good artists for Eurovision. And I think it's about time they won. I don't think they will this year, but you know, fingers crossed, I'm rooting for you, Australia.
I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this.
this!
Oh, actually, by the time this video comes out, Eurovision might have already been out. It might have already happened. I don't know. I don't know when this video is coming out. But if Eurovision has gone out, I hope Australia's won. Right, come on then. Let's get some painting done. I don't have all day. Okay, so I've finally finished with the black ones, and my hand is starting to cramp. I've now got a claw. It's not a hand anymore. This is my hand now. But I feel like I've got the bulk of it done. I should technically have 70 black and 64 red, and now I have to paint 104 white. So is that more or less? Is that the same? No, it's slightly less than all the ones I've done so far.
Math A.
The black ones took me just over half an hour, so I think these white ones should take us about an hour. Fine, I'll stick the tunes on again, and we can just get cracking. I'm running out of space on my desk. I think it's going to have to go over this section. I've come up with a really nice technique of painting these, but it really hurts my wrist. Okay, and I finally finished doing the white ones and I'm shattered. My neck and my back is killing. Look at all these cubes. Look at all these painted cubes. I swear down this better look good and it better be worthwhile. If I've painted all of these for no reason, I'm going to be very upset. But obviously I need to add a second coat to all of these. But I'm going to do that off camera at a later date. And what time is it? How long did it take us actually? It's just turned 5 o'clock. So I don't think it's taken that long. Only a couple of hours. But anyway, I'll see you in a few days and we can start to construct this mushroom and hopefully it's going to start to come together. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, but we'll figure it out. I'll see you when I see you and hopefully we'll have a mushroom. Okay, it's a new day in the studio. I've got all my wooden blocks fully painted and now I've decided what I'm going to do to get these all together is to just use some regular PVA/wood glue and I think that'll be the strongest. I don't know, I was going to get some like No More Nails or something, but I think PVA will be just fine. So I'm going to have to make this pattern and I hope I don't screw it up. I'm just trying to think. I don't want to do it vertically. I'm going to have to do it flat because if I do it vertically, I'll end up toppling over. So I'm starting off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black ones. So I just want to add a little bit of PVA. Stick that together like that. Just wipe away any of this excess. Okay, 2 done. Although this is going to take a long time, I feel like it's going to be less time than painting them. But you can just never tell with things. Sometimes you think something's going to take like no time at all and it takes forever, and then other times you think it's going to take ages and it just doesn't. Also, I was talking about this little project the other day with someone and they were like, oh, well, why didn't you just spray paint all the blocks instead of hand painting them? I was like, you know what? That would have been a lot easier. And you know what? That would have been just a better idea instead of punishing myself by hand painting them all. But never mind. And I'll be absolutely livid if I've done my maths wrong and I don't have enough blocks. Also, I don't know how big this is going to be. I feel like this is going to be quite large. I was actually going to double the amount of blocks I wanted and do like 2 for each 1 block in that picture. But now that I'm starting to put it together, I'm like, this is going to be quite a significant little project. I didn't plan on it being this big. Right, so I just need to keep building this up until hopefully I eventually have a mushroom. How many blocks is it? Just before I start, do I have enough space on this table? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blocks tall. Oh my god, this is going to be huge.
That's what she said.
I was not expecting this to be this big. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, that big for some reason. Why did I think the block, which is nearly the same size as the image, it was going to produce an image that big? I don't know. I thought it was just going to be this little cute mushroom, not this giant sculpture. Oh well. Like they say, bigger is always better.
You dirty slut.
Anyway, rather than me chat shit all day long, I'm going to speed through this and hopefully get it done and then we'll take it from there. Oh, it means I can watch some telly or something or listen to some music. That's the thing people don't realise as well. When you're recording videos and you're doing like big projects and stuff, you're doing it in silence. Normally when you're doing it, this is going to be like a proper little talk.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Normally when you're doing something, you've got like the telly on in the background or you've got like the radio on or some music or something. But now I'm doing it and I'm recording. I can't listen to anything. It's just me in like a silent studio. It's weird that actually. And you know what, it used to bother us and now I'm so used to it, it doesn't really bother us that much because I just like talk and stuff and it's just very weird, isn't it? I don't know. It's just dawned on me there. I think I'm having a bit of like an what's it called? An existential? No? Extraterrestrial? I don't know. Some sort of crisis. Not a midlife one. I've already had that. Anyway, I'm going to put some TV on. I'm working my way through The Walking Dead again, so I think I'll watch some zombies eating some people as I make a mushroom. Okay, I'm finally done with that. And I shit you not, on camera, this looks amazing. I'm looking at the viewfinder on my second camera. This looks so good. When you're up close to this, you can't actually like see it. You can't see the mushroom and appreciate it. But from far away, it just looks exactly what I wanted it to look like. I'm just so shocked and surprised. But I'm still not done yet. I want this to fully dry, and then I'm wanting to do another thing with it, which I hope is just going to fully complete it. And then we should finally have a very finished, pixelated computer game mushroom. Literally, I keep looking at it. As I was building it, I was looking at it in the second viewfinder, and it was just everything. It was everything I wanted. This was such a good idea. I'm so proud of myself. This is what happens when you put effort in and put time into something. It actually pays off. Who'd have thought it? So to finally finish this off, I decided to add a very thick layer of varnish to this pixelated mushroom, just to protect it and seal everything in. And after 3 coats of varnishing it, letting it set and fully dry, this is what we have. How cool is that? And it feels just like so nice and smooth. I'm kind of shocked because when I first started this, I wasn't even expecting to make it this big. I thought it was going to be about this size. I don't know why. I'm just terrible at maths. And you could do a lot with something like this. You could easily add like a clock thing and turn it into a clock. You could do anything, or just add some hooks in the back and kind of hang it on your wall. I think especially for like gamers and stuff and like retro gaming, I think this little craft idea, absolutely perfect. So if you're into games and stuff, get some little wooden blocks, spend hours painting them and sticking them together, and you could have something like this. Super easy to do, just takes absolutely ages. But that just about does it for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. But anyway, I'll see you next week for a brand new video. This was time well spent, it really was. I wonder where I'm going to put it. This needs to be on shore. I don't want to hang it because it's a bit heavy, and also I've got no space. I've got no space to like directly behind us. How? I redid the studio so I had more space, and now I feel like I've got no space again. It's only been like a few weeks. How have I run out of space already? I clearly need a bigger studio. It's not that I'm keeping too much stuff, it's that I need a bigger space.